Well, President Trump says he will keep an open mind while watching the hearings tomorrow and could decide to dump Kavanaugh if he is not credible.
Yeah, but he also railed on Democrats. He claims they're pulling a con job on the American people. And tonight, KCAL 9 political reporter Dave Bryan is here with the president's words to his nominee. Dave?
Yeah, clearly, of course, it's all hands on deck now to get this thing done on the Republican side. But the president did leave himself a way to get out of this if things don't go well. President Trump continuing to offer his full support for Judge Brett Kavanaugh and attack the Democrats who oppose Kavanaugh and describe the accusations against him as false. But he also left himself an escape clause by saying he will watch tomorrow's hearing with an open mind and could be convinced otherwise. At a contentious and wide-ranging news conference, one of the few news conferences President Trump has held since he took office, he ripped the accusations against Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh as being part of a con game and untrue.
These are all false to me. These are false accusations in certain cases, and certain cases even the media agrees with that.
But at the news conference, President Trump pivoted on the con job statement and just 9 minutes later said he could change his mind on the credibility of the accusers, apparently unaware that only one Kavanaugh accuser will be allowed to address the committee.
I'm going to see what happens tomorrow. I'm going to be watching. You know, believe it or not, I'm going to see what's said. So it's possible that they will be convincing.
After President Trump called on a few male reporters to start the news conference, CNN White House correspondent Jim Acosta asked if a female reporter could be called next.
If you don't mind, after I'm finished, if Ouija or Hallie or Vivian or one of our female colleagues could go after me, that would be great.
I wouldn't mind that at all, no. Wouldn't mind it at all.
All right, well, let me, if I
wouldn't make any difference to me.
And then just a few minutes later, there was this exchange when the president was asked by CBS Evening News correspondent Ouija Zhang about whether the sexual accusations against him over the years by a dozen women or so had an impact on his attitude now about the accusations against Kavanaugh.
You didn't let me ask my question.
Well, you've been asking a question for 10 minutes. So please sit down. Please, go ahead.
How did those impact your opinions on the allegations against?
Well, it does impact my opinion. You know why? Because I've had a lot of false charges made against me. I'm a very famous person, unfortunately. I've been a famous person for a long time. So when you say, does it affect me in terms of my thinking with respect to Judge Kavanaugh? Absolutely.
But then moments later, the president appeared to ridicule the entire process when he said this about the Democrats.
If we brought George Washington here and we said we have George Washington, the Democrats would vote against him.
In conclusion, the president warned that tomorrow morning's hearing will be a meaningful moment for America.
This is a very big moment for our country. In this case, you're guilty until proven innocent. I think that is a very, very dangerous standard for our country. I think it's going to be a very, very important day in the history of our country.
Now, there are reports tonight that at least 3 Republican senators say they will not make up their minds on how to vote on the Kavanaugh confirmation until after tomorrow's hearing. Arizona Senator Jeff Flake is a member of the Senate Judiciary Committee, and Susan Collins from Maine and Lisa Murkowski from Alaska are also reportedly undecided tonight. Susie.
All right, Dave, thank you.